Hello Taurus, and welcome to your month of May reading, and happy birthday also for you that were born in May. So let's see what we've got. I've already shuffled and meditated and prayed, and these are the cards that came out. Like usual, 3 cards for the underlying energy, 3 cards for the now, and 3 cards for the outcome. First cards that came out together. We have the Hangman and the Four of Swords. Those two together, we're talking about a pause time for you to really reflect and heal and get the understanding about who you are, what happened, and heal from it. There's in the whole reading, there's a real step evolution happening, and it started with those two. And this is a really reflective, because the Hangman is asking us to pause. The elements around us are on pause for us to kind of forcing us to pause and get another vision on what is happening. And this is trying to understand with the Sword of Truth the pains and disappointments that we had in the past through our spirituality. So they really reflect one to another, one in the major arcanas and this one in the minors, the same type of energy in a way. So we're starting right away with that. Then we have the Princess of Cups. So this tells me that we're talking about your emotions. And here, after this pause, it's that reopening of the cups here with the princess. The princess says, yes, it can be a communication, a loving communication, but when we're with those two strong, self-reflecting, spiritual growth cards, this is talking about a new cycle, because the pages are the energy behind a new cycle in the cups, in the emotions, like a new way of feeling things that has potential, the fish in it. With this came also the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This very fiery energy. It's like trial by fire. Here we have the wounded warrior telling me that in the past you had to confront and go through many events where now you are geared and protected with your willpower. And there is a very psychic lady that knows her worth, that knows where to put her willpower, that attracts what she desires. So this really is talking about your feminine side, of course, with the queen here, whether you're a man or a woman. But this part of the feminine side that can manifest through attraction, with her will aligned towards what she wants, knowing her value, she's emanating a lot and therefore attracting a lot. And with the Nine of Wands beside it, she's guarded. So in a way, it's like if your feminine side is very guarded but powerful, and now has just found this understanding, enlightenment on your emotions. In the now, this spiritual evolution, let's call it, or emotional evolution continues. These two came together, the Tower and Death. So this is ending probably with this new notion that you got in the past. Right now, the transformation is huge, okay? we have like 13, 14, and after 15. The cards are super mixed. So for those cards to come out one after the other, it's a major shift, change in your perspective. What you have discovered here makes that enlightenment, okay, because this is divine enlightenment, that the wrong way to build up to something, like we all have that desire to rise ourselves, and if we rise ourselves in the wrong way, because this is the Babel Tower, they wanted to reach the sky, and instead of going through it spiritually, they build the tower to reach the sky. So that's why God crumbled it down. This was not the way. So there's a realization of something that you were doing that was crooked, that it could be a way of thinking, a way of feeling, a perspective that you had, and you are totally transforming it, totally transforming it. It's like this is a huge haha moment. And then we have the star, tack, 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 because after the tower, after we transform, the things are brought down around us, within us or around us. There we find our path again. Then we find faith. And that's why often it will be wish fulfilled, because when we are aligned in our line, we start receiving what we need for our growth. And she is naked, so she is in total authenticity with who she is. All these things crumbled. Maybe the guards that you built it up, by having a new perspective, by seeing things differently, all of these guards can come down, because now you can see clearly. And what is left is that card of faith, you being in your path. And after that, those two came together. We have the Hermit and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So you found your light. That's what you're doing. You're finding your inner light here. All of this, it's finding your true self, your value, who you are, your power, your capacity to attract. It's like understanding the world of attraction, the law of attraction. Understanding your purpose, understanding how things work. And here you have your light, and this is what is going to guide you. And by attaining this, it will move the wheel of fortune. It will move the events around you because of your new perspective, because you will see and take events differently, therefore making different decisions just because of this new perspective. That is what the hangman was asking, a new perspective. And I see that you are gaining that. You are probably gaining that in a hard manner, in a harsh manner. Maybe it's a crisis you're going through. But the outcome, if you really go through it and let go what is not anymore real for you, and take on your inner light there to guide you, events are totally going to turn for you. In the future, here we have the Nine of Cups. Emotional satisfaction, being filled with oneself. So see here, in the past we only had that Page of Cup, that one cup. Here we have the Nine of Cup, being completely self-satisfied, emotionally filled. And that is very important, because when we're not emotionally filled, there's this tendency of trying to get filled from the outside. So we can have expectation from others, trying to find love to fill in that cup so that we can be complete here, 9, emotionally fulfilled. Right after, we have the Ace of Cup. This is like the Ten of Cups. So there you're emotionally fulfilled, and there the hand of God, the universe, call it like you want, it's bringing you this brand new cup of peace, of emotional overflow, of peace and abundance that can nourish everyone around you and yourself. After that, we have the Five of Pentacles. So for me, this, I read it because of that, because of everything that is around, and the bottom of your deck being the Six of Cups. Here we're talking about the past. This is a healing, an emotional healing about being left out in the cold, or about being not enough, not good enough, not having enough. Those lack mentality where we will retract ourselves to try to be it's like, you know, when in an extreme way, when somebody in a group feels outside, not in, because of his own perception, he will walk a bit slower to see if people will slow down and bring him back with them, so he can feel valued. This is one of the effects of when we are in the Five of Pentacles. It's just an example. I'm not saying you're doing this, but it has tentacles, you know, like a squid there. This energy can affect many different paths in our lives, our work. It's very hard to get a promotion when you have this energy in you. You know, everybody's gonna pass before you, even if you have more credential. So it's the understanding of that. That's why a new way of feeling about oneself, I think, of understanding, see how guarded they are, what they were attracting, what you were attracting before. All of this is coming down because of that enlightenment, of that new perception you have about yourself, about your value, your inner light now guiding and pushing the wheel, being on your path, knowing who you are, authenticity with your true value. And this is why you become emotionally fulfilled, and this cup is coming from the universe. And I think this is like if it would be reversed. You are not feeling like this anymore. I'm gonna clarify. Where's my deck? I'm gonna clarify with these ones. I wanted the Rider-Waite, but I think it's in my office. Okay, let's clarify some cards here. Although it's, for me, it's pretty clear. You're going through a huge shift on because as soon as we change the inside, as soon as we change our perspective on the events around us, even by changing who we are, we change perspective, you know. And so even if the events are the same, we see them differently, totally differently. Instead of seeing something that before maybe we would see ourselves as a victim, then we see that it wasn't deserved. It was the other one's action with his own karma, his own thoughts, his own things. We were collateral damage. Therefore, we don't take it personally. We don't take it so hard inside. We can even have compassion for the person that is in that state and needs to act this way or whatever. It passes right through us because we are somewhere else. You see what I mean? Same action can be taken completely differently when we change our perspective. And this is what is happening to you about this energy. Okay, talk to me about the Death in the Tower here. Spirit, I call upon Spirit. I call upon the light. I call upon my guides. For Taurus, talk to me about the Tower and death. I think Here we have the repeat of the Nine of Cups. So we are talking about your emotional fulfillment, self-emotional fulfillment. This guy is represented alone there, not with a family or somebody else pouring the emotions in. No, he is content with himself. So we are talking about this strength, overcoming. Here the lion can be our ego, the lower parts of our consciousness, our fears. It can be the unconscious parts of ourselves, like the animal parts. Okay, when we're in fear, the lion will attack, or something like that. But there it is, strength. This is your higher self that tamed that lion. She's not forcing herself, because your lower self understands that she knows better. So there's a releasing of wanting to take control, of our ego wanting to take control, and letting our higher self gently open the mouth. That means mastering our lower energies. And your lower energies could have been that. See, this is something that the lion can carry, that lack mentality, because he is built of all of our experiences and the things we lived when we were young and we didn't understand. It's very easy to get that mentality. Just imagine a family going on vacation, and the parents are really stressed and all of that. And there's this little boy that decides to go get something in the house, and he sees the car starting to leave because the parents didn't notice at that point they were there. They stopped right there, you know, maybe they did 2 meters. But for the kid, abandonment, total abandonment. Later, they can say, oh my God, my parents were so nervous, you know, they didn't even notice I wasn't sitting in the back seat. But for the kid, total abandonment. They didn't notice I was there. So that's something we carry all of our life until we can shed the light on it and heal it and so on. So things like that. This is just an example. Your lion can be made of that. So there you're mastering it. And with this I have the Knight of Pentacle. Hurt you. So it was a long time coming, and it is something that is slowly building up in the movement. It's part of a movement, of a growth, of a slow growth. But in this case here, I think it was kind of like the last, you know, like when you purse something that build up, and then to be able to continue in the same manner, this had to happen. Éclatement. And there it is. And that can have happened in many different ways in all of your realities. But a huge transformation, shakedown. But it is the goal of all of that is so that you change your perspective and you become closer to your true self. Okay, talk to me about the star. Talk to me about the star. Three of Cups. So we're talking about, because Three of Cups is that celebration with it's the three graces, you know, celebration with the friends. It's our network, it's our community, it's how we can celebrate life. It's how we are with others emotionally. So it's re-putting you in that line where you can celebrate life again. And probably changing the way that you bring yourself to others, and that you can drink from the cups of others, because they're all exchanging their cups there. Oh. I was looking at the Wheel of Fortune, and here I have the Lovers. So there's that decision to elevate ourselves, a decision of two ways of life. In that old tarot here depiction, you have like those two ladies. It shows more of a choice here, and you have two ways of being: following your heart or following the ways of the world, the way you were educated, what is expected of you, all of that, or following your inner light. Which one do you choose? One will elevate you, and one will put you in the pack with everybody else, doing what is expected, not shaking the ground, but following our light, following ourselves often will shake things around us. And this makes the wheel turn. This choice, this conscious choice, you're seeing this, getting a new vision, and you're making the conscious choice, and the events in your life are changing by following your light. Talk to me about that Ace of Cup. Talk to me about that Ace of Cup for Taurus. Oh geez. Okay. See, that Ace of Cup came. Ace of Swords. See the whole new beginning? Not just a new way of feeling that is brought to you, but also a new understanding. Victory through understanding. See that Ace of Swords that's there? That now is understanding why you were so hurt in the past and how people could hurt you. We have the Star again, being aligned, and we have Death again. It's the transformation through understanding, to realign you with your stars, and that brings you, that is what is in that cup. That is what is in that cup. Total leveling up. I'm going to call this leveling up. 5 of Pentacles. So for sure, see that 5 of Pentacles, it's that energy field that you've come, that's it, you finished it. 10 of Swords, that's it, okay? You understood. The 10 of Swords, we're talking about the mind, understanding. You probably went through 10 of Swords with that energy here. Being backstabbed, put aside, maybe not when we feel not respected, not wanted, not enough, all of that. Swords. In the Rider-Waite, you see this guy on the ground with all the swords in him. But there's the dawn, because it's that new. He went under, lived what is all the unconscious. Here it's grabbing unconscious and inner knowledge to have that new understanding with that Ace of Swords that is there. See, that was the 10 of Swords. It was the end of it. The world. What did I say? Leveling up. It is the graduation from that energy. You went through all the swords with this. That's it. Month of May for you, Taurus. You have the sun coming into your sign. It's that leveling up and understanding of this is a huge karmic expulsion, purification. How can I say? You're letting, this is crumbling down. It is crumbling down. And you will not live this anymore. Not with this enlightenment happening. Not with this enlightenment happening. It's a true understanding, and it's probably an energy that you've been carrying since your childhood here. Because we feed from those cups. See, they are the only cups with the flowers in them. That